switch things up a little bit. Uh, Yo, YouTube fam, what's good? Welcome back. Right now, we're about to get into the photography bag. I'm gonna do some self-portraits, really just to, well, one, I wanna test out this new mic system I got. Right now, I'm using the Rode Wireless Pro. I got the live mic attached right here, that you can probably see. I wanna take you guys a little bit more behind the scenes as to how I do some of my self-portraits in my home studio. I switched things up a little bit, moved the stands for the backdrop a little bit wider, kind of created this little, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe like living room set. So I just want to, take you guys a little bit more behind the scenes, talk to you as I kind of go through the process of setting up my light, setting up my camera. And then also, I can talk to you guys as I take the self-portraits myself. I'm not a model, I'm not a professional model, so don't judge me. When it comes to self-portraits, one thing that people tend to struggle with is just simply being shy in front of the camera. And that's an area that I've definitely had to grow in, where I started off as a photographer, as a portrait, fashion photographer. But at that time, I wasn't taking photos of myself, and it wasn't until probably about 2020 when I couldn't take photos of other people and all I had was my equipment, my home studio. I wanted to practice my photography. I wanted to continue to practice my retouching. And so I, got the courage, I got over my self-doubt, set up the camera, set up my light, and started taking self-portraits, and it's kind of evolved into, I guess, what it is now. That's the biggest thing, is that you gotta be comfortable with yourself. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. You gotta be able to look at photos and be like, damn, that looks crazy. And then be willing to sit down and try that shit again until you get it right. Yeah, you just gotta keep at it. You just gotta keep at it. I might bring out the light. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna bring out the light just yet, because we do got some natural light. I wanna see what it looks like in here with this natural light. To do a quick equipment rundown, right now I'm recording on the A6500 with the 24 f1.4 on it. Because we're in the studio, I'm most likely going to be using the 24 for full body shots and stuff like that. So I'm going to put the 35 on the A6500, place it somewhere else in the room, and then I'll probably have my A7R3 directly where this camera is, with either the 24 or the 85 on it. Probably going to start off with the 24s because again, I want to get a feel for what this space feels like with full bodies, and then yeah, maybe I'll switch it up and do some portraits. Also, what do we think of the fit? What do we think of the fit? So we got going on. All right, so this is the boxy crop tee, premium tee from Abercrombie. And it's kind of like this off-white color, creamish color. These are also 90s high-waisted relaxed jeans from Abercrombie. Yeah, I got these a little bit ago. I also have these in the kind of creamish color as well. And then the Black Stock and Weaver horsebit Mason loafers, just to top it off, to add a little bit, a little something with the gold horsebit, but nothing too crazy where it's still kind of casual. Yeah, so this is the fit. Let me know in the comments what you think. Before I forget to do this for the umpteenth time, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. Any feedback is appreciated. Yo, we're really trying to do this thing. I'm acting like I'm a scrub, and I forgot to tether my camera, the A7R3, to my laptop, so I can just look at the results right here. That's the whole point of tethering. It allows you to essentially, I can shoot and the image will directly go from my camera to my laptop. It saves to my hard drive and it'll pop up on the screen, and I don't need to go to my camera to look at any adjustments. It's really helpful when working with the model, because then they can see themselves and make any adjustments that they want to make. And then it kind of gives you, just gives you a little preview, give you a little something to get excited about. All right, so let's do another test. I'm gonna wait for that to pop up on my camera, on my laptop over here. Again, this is all just to get the writing right, get the framing right. That way, when we start to actually take portraits, to take the photos, we don't have to do any extra adjustments. We can just shoot, boom, 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 boom. And I think I'm actually gonna open this window to bring in a little bit more light. Do another test shot, see if that made a difference. Yeah. We're gonna have to set up the light. So currently where the A6500 it is, this camera, I'm gonna put the light over there. There's just not enough natural light in here to get the right amount of exposure. A lot I use the Pulse Buff DGB 800 with that has a wireless receiver and a remote. I might just set it up right behind the camera, and then at some point I'm gonna move it over there into this corner to get a little not direct light. All right, so I took the A65 off of the tripod, so y'all can kind of just at least see kind of what we're working with. All right, so I have the A7R3, gonna be the light right there. This is the window that y'all were seeing before. So yeah, I'm not gonna show y'all too much because the room's a mess, but this is the setup that we're looking at right now. Here's the thing, like, I don't think people know that, like, all this has to go into doing, like, not even, this is just self-portraits. This isn't even, like, out in the field doing shoots where, like, more things got to be thought of and things can go wrong. Like, I can't tether my camera to my laptop when if I'm shooting out, like, at a park or some shit. Yeah, there's a lot that really goes into this. Like you saw, I have the light set up directly across from me right now. Now we're gonna do another test shot and see how these come out. I'm actually gonna turn this above light off because it's giving me some weird colors. All right, so now that light's off. So now we're operating just with the flash. It has a pretty bright model light, so hopefully you're still able to see me. Cool, so I'm gonna take this lav off now and I'm gonna have to just use the little handheld. That way I can take the photos, put the mic down, and y'all can kind of then just like see what's going on and shit. Now I just got like the mic in my hand, as y'all can see. The other camera's really right here. Yeah, we're gonna take a few shots. Hopefully we get a few that we like. Yeah, again, like, I'm not the best at posing. I'm good at knowing how to fix it, like, live, like fixing somebody else. But when it comes to me, just don't judge. Got some that like standing up. Got like 3 or 4 that I think I'm definitely gonna check out. So now I'm going to get into, we're gonna see if I can get some sitting down. I may have to make some more camera adjustments, but I think I'm gonna leave the light where it is for right now just because it's a lot to move it. This is a very small space. I have a 64-inch umbrella, which like isn't really ideal for the size of this space, and definitely need to get something smaller, but you know, you work with what you got. Yeah, I'm gonna try some sitting down, see how this comes out. Essentially all I really did was just move the camera down a little bit. So now, like, if I'm sitting down, it's probably about mid-chest. So actually, I'll just take a test shot with the mic in my hand. This should be the thumbnail. All right, I can dig it. I can dig it. So we got a few full body shots that I really like. So I'm excited to edit these. Damn, yo, this is coming out better than I thought it would. It's not even taking that long. I don't know why I was stressing thinking this was gonna take me like hours to do. Bro, like, I realized that, like, I'm not the client, you know what I'm saying? And so me taking photos of myself, like, I don't need a ton of photos. Like, I can look at the photos right now. I'm like, okay, like, that's not it. That's not it. That's fire. That's fire. That's not it. Like, I don't need to take so many photos. Like, I only need a few. Like, it's for an Instagram post. It's for a YouTube video. Like, it's not like, this isn't for a client. It's just for myself. So that's another thing. Like, yo, when you're doing shit for yourself, like, have fun. Like, you should be able to do what it is that you do for free. Like, you should do it because you love it. You should do it because it's fun. Like, it doesn't need to be stressful. It doesn't need to be about money. I do YouTube and I make these videos because, like, I genuinely love doing this shit. Like, I love the shooting, the editing, the posting, like, doing the research. Like, I love learning about it. And it took me a long time to get to this point to figure out that, like, okay, like, YouTube is what I want to do. Like, I tried blogging. Like, even with Instagram, like, I started photography after Instagram had kind of gone through its photo phase and was like already kind of like into its more video stuff. It took me a minute to kind of figure out what was the platform, and also just like what was the type of content I wanted to put out. I just knew, like, I didn't want it to be just like social media stuff. I didn't want it just to be like Instagram reels and TikToks, whatever. Like, I wanted to create something that, I don't know, felt like meant something in a way. And so that's what we're here doing. These are coming out better than I thought. I'm actually about to switch up the lens. I'm gonna put the 85 onto the A7R3. I'll put the 24 back on here so then you can kind of see a little bit more of the space and how it's shooting. But yeah, let's go do that switch. All right, we're back. So now 24 is back on the A6500 and the 85 is on the A7R3. It's definitely much more of a portrait lens. The 85 is definitely like my favorite lens of the lenses that I have. Photos are always super sharp. I love the bokeh. It's just, I don't know. I have no idea what the lighting looks like for this. We're gonna test this out. Another 5-second timer. I'm really hoping that it just shows up on the screen because I didn't change anything after I turned the camera off, so I could change the lens. All right, so this is hitting like mid-body. So my options are to move the camera back, which I have to. It's a prime lens, so like I can't zoom out. But yeah, I gotta move the camera back or like adjust it where it is on me. But I also kind of want to get part of me sitting down. So I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna move the light over to this corner, so then the light is gonna be kind of coming more from this way, this angle. And that way I could put the camera more into the further room, a little kind of into the closet. So I have a little bit more room to work with. All right, so we're back. Excuse the mess, been moving things around, but yeah, as you can see, the A7R3 is now kind of just like in the closet. We have the light over here, the stool, so this is kind of like the view, kind of what it looks like. All right, and I got this thing on my chain right now, but I'm gonna take it off because it belongs there, and I don't want it in the photos. Let's do a test, see what we're looking like. Flash didn't go off, and it's way too low. Now the flash went off. Yeah, the camera angle itself is just like way too low. I gotta bring this up a ton. All right, let's test this out again. Like a lot of this stuff is really just trial and error. It's literally like back and forth between trying to, you know, get the settings right, make sure everything looks good. We're looking pretty good. I'm actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna scoot the seat back a little bit more so I can give myself a little bit more like headroom. Like this shit's like perfectly lined up. I mean, I'm getting full body, which I don't necessarily need. So I'm gonna tilt it up just a little bit more because I don't want to cut off my head. All right, that should be the final adjustment I need to make just in order to make this work. Cause like I'm not doing anything crazy, you know, some headshots, something for the gram, for this YouTube video, obviously, for the people to like. All right, let's go do this. Yeah, I think that's a wrap. I got enough photos that I'm happy with that I can like edit and create a post out of. And again, like I have this whole thing on video for a YouTube video. So this is also gonna be a YouTube video and it'll find its way on the Instagram Reels and TikTok and everywhere else that I decide. I really hope you guys, you know, enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you know, you're able to kind of just see how I do it. Literally do it all myself. But you know, you can too. It definitely takes a lot of work. It takes some planning, but it's rewarding. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can take professional photos of myself. I can record professional video of myself. I can do the entire operation. Yeah, I can do it, you know, all myself. It's super rewarding knowing that this is a skill set that I've had to learn, that I've had to build. I didn't start, you know, doing photography until probably about like 2016. I didn't, you know, get my first hybrid camera, you know, that shot 4K and that, you know, had a decent amount of pixels until probably 2018. I didn't get my first full frame camera until 2021. And so it's been a journey to kind of be able to provide all this, be able to do all this. I'm super grateful that, you know, I'm able to take these things with me on photo shoots and provide this type of production and to provide this kind of value and quality to my clients, you know. So, you know, if you're in the New Jersey, New York area, you need a photo shoot, video shoot, interviews, just whatever you need, you know, holla at me. I'm sure we can work something out. I'm sure we can figure something out. Again, you know, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with some friends, with some family, share it with some people that you don't like and be like, hey, I think you need a photo shoot by him because like your shit's looking trash. They might not fuck with you after you do that, but hey, if you're looking for more things, you know, in studio, more behind the scenes, you know, definitely check out right here. I'm gonna have, you know, an Easter photo shoot. I did a photo shoot with some R&B artists, did a photo shoot with a celebrity wardrobe stylist and designer. Got tons of content on the way, got some more photo shoots planned. I got more videos that I want to do about, you know, self-portraits, about personal development, fitness, fashion. You know, I'm into fashion, as you maybe you can kind of see. I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm into fashion. Thank you for taking the time for watching this video. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.